That's my problem. I don't even know how to use this thing. I'm over here looking at it. Let me see how we can. Can you hear me? Yes, sir.
One, two, one, two.
All right, there we go. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Welcome to the Den. If you are not familiar with the Den, well, my friend, you've been missing out on one of the greatest conversations to ever take place on the entire face of the planet Earth, right? And the reason why is because of all of you wonderful people who come and join the conversation every time we go live. And again, tonight is a very special night. It's been something that hasn't been done in quite some time, years. It's been years. And to finally get to do this again is a very special thing for me. But again, before we get into it, it is my honor, my privilege, my pleasure not only to chop it up with y'all tonight, but to introduce my guest, Mr. Man Up. How are you doing, Mr. Man Up?
I can't complain, man. Can't complain, man. Been doing my thing lately. How you been is the question.
I have been good. I have no complaints, Mr. Man Up. Things are good. Life is good. Uh, my breathing, I got all 10 fingers. I probably got about 9.5 toes. One of them probably is a pedicure. I don't know what's going to keep hitting that pinky toe up against the table. I might not have too much more of it. But no, life is good, man. Mr. Man Up. It is
Yeah,
good to get to chop it up with you again. It has been a while. Um,
yeah.
let's see who we got joining us in this conversation. And we're gonna get into it tonight, man. We're gonna talk about a weird thing, and I've been ready to talk about this because I have started working at a new job, and it's different. It's really different. So I really want to talk about this and some recent experiences that I've had. Because I probably forgot some. I probably should have wrote them down. My memory bad. But we're gonna talk about why you probably shouldn't be friends with your coworkers. Um, I think that's going to be a very interesting conversation, and hopefully we'll be able to take some calls. I'm gonna tweak the line. I'm gonna try something. I'm not gonna promise it's gonna work, but it might not. If I'm gonna be tweaking stuff in the background, don't judge me. If you hear some weird noises and things of that nature, I'm working. Okay, just let me work. And then if this concoction comes together, we might have magic, right? I've been doing more streaming on the sauce here, so my time has been less, but I promise you I'm gonna bring out better content. I'm back in streamer mode, so I'm gonna bring out better content. But let's see what we got joining us in this conversation, and let's get into it. We have D, and the D stands for disappointed. D the gamma. Used to be Phi Slamma Gamma. Now it's the D for disappointed. D the gamma. How are you doing this evening, ma'am? The lovely Miss Bell Northside joining us tonight, because she is not Southern style, because she does not drink Southern style sweet tea. So I have to take your Southern style card. It's not a black or white thing. It's a Southern thing. What it do? Podcast holding down the chat and holding down the stream, man. That's what I'm talking about, pulling in double duty. Shout out to Mr. Man Up. The lovely, wonderful matriarch of the den herself, the lovely Miss K. Grace, joining us this evening. It's always good to see you, Miss K. Grace. Let's see who else we have joining us. All an illusion. Shout out to my boy. What's the motherfucking deal? Shout out to us, all an illusion. Good to see you. Let me see. Chill out, man. Chill out, man. Hold on, man. Just chill out. Playing too much. Chill out. What's the motherfucking deal? Good to see you. Ty Baker, one half of the Baker brother gang. Even though they're not really brothers, I don't even think they know each other. But there's always multiple Bakers in the den, so we're gonna call them the Baker brothers. Shout out to Ty Baker. What's the motherfucking deal? Delta Echo Golf, Roger Charlie, Eskimo, Billy, Goat, Gruff. I don't know. What's the motherfucking deal? Shout out to you. Shout out to the Wise Man. Wise holding it down, man. Just got off the stream with Mr. Wise, so shout out to the Wise Man. Always good to see you. What's the motherfucking deal? Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Things to talk about, things to say. And again, like I said, if y'all hear weird noises in my background, or you hear weird noise on the stream, I'm working, and don't judge me. It's not like that, but yeah, but you know what I'm saying. But I'm trying to make the streams better for y'all, right? For y'all, I do this for y'all. And I appreciate y'all. But Mr. Man Up, man, and honestly, you kind of proposed this, so I'm gonna let you, kind of take the lead on this one. What was in mind, when this or what was going on when this crossed your mind?
Well, when you were talking about it that day, I said, "Oh yeah, I got to come on this one because I got a couple things I want to talk about." Now, before I get started, I do want to say I am going to be a little contradictory on this.
Okay.
Y'all will find out in a second.
Okay.
But the first one you said, don't make friends with your coworkers, I got to kind of agree because, as you build friendships with people, people start to know a little bit about you. And sometimes, you might have fallouts with people. And yeah, now those people you might not trust so much is going to, spread. Before there was any social media, your coworkers was your social media. Let me put it like that. So, yeah. And so I really truly don't hang out with too many people. you know what I'm saying, outside of my home, outside of family and stuff like that. But I am going to be a little contradictive on this. And hear me out. The reason why I'm saying I'm contradictive, because that's how I met my wife at work.
What? Oh, man, we got to change the topic now. Why you got to make friends with your coworkers so your ass can get married in 2023? That's going to be the new topic. So let me go fix the thumbnail. No, I'm just messing with you. Okay. Explain. Let me tell us how that happened, man. Let me. I'd like to know how that took place. How did y'all initially meet?
Well, here's the thing. You know, I'm at work doing my thing, you know, being my normal goofy, stupid self. You know, acting for a year at work, make the time go by. You know what I mean? So just one day, you know, out of the blue, I don't even know what came over me. I just said, "Hey, you like to go out?" She said, "Yes." Been together for almost 16 years now.
It's the basic formula. Now I'm gonna say something. This is completely off topic because uh, I have to do a shout out and a shame, right? You know, I might have to do a shout out and shame, and a shout out and shame both go to the same person. And that's Broderick, right? And it's always Broderick because Broderick always up to something. And the reason why, first shout out to Broderick, he says I'm preaching my first sermon October 22nd. It'll be on Facebook Live. So shout out to Broderick. Um, I'm not encouraging anybody to watch anything that Broderick does. I'm not saying it's going to be a positive outcome for you. But if you just absolutely don't have any other plans and don't think you'll have anything better to do, go check that out. Make sure you check that out. And then also shame to Broderick because then the next thing I see him do in the den is try to steal some pistachios. So you're talking about preaching your sermon and then you stealing pistachios. I don't know, how I feel about that. And then not only were you stealing, you got caught by stealing pistachios. So that's a whole nother thing. Shout out to AB. What's the motherfucking deal? Shout out to Broderick. Jay LaMel. Let me see anybody. If I missed you, I ain't this year, I promise. But we got good things going on. So you saying that you went out, you talked to her, and people don't do that anymore. People don't talk face to face. Everything's through text message. But you went out, you met her, you talked to her at work, and everything kind of went from there. So what is the pro versus the con? So is it more of a benefit to talk to somebody at
Well,
work, or is it more of a negative?
well, it can be either or. It depends on what happens. But here's the thing, though. Because we knew of each other from work, you know what I'm saying, before we got together.
Okay.
I think that made it a smoother transaction.
Okay.
If that makes sense. And I said the word transaction. That was a horrible word to use, but y'all know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I think that's final word. There's nothing wrong with
that. But at the same time, though, I have seen it go sideways with other people. People that was already married came in and work together, and they bring their problems from home to work, and they explode at work, and all that stuff. But because me and my wife, we think about stuff like that. We didn't ever go through that. Now I've seen brothers and sisters and whatever work together and same thing. So it's like, but it's like it just depends on you and the person that you know in a relationship with. So I guess with what I'm trying to say here is I was being cautious, but it worked out in my favor. If that makes sense.
Okay, I understand it. And again, I told y'all just don't judge me. I'm over here working on stuff behind the scenes so we can make this. We're gonna try to make the line work as well tonight. While we're gonna try to get that to work. That's been the biggest struggle of my streaming career is getting a phone line to work properly while the guests are on. So I'm tinkering. I think I've evolved in my strategy with what available options I have. So y'all just bear with me. So with that being said, and then you having a long lasting marriage, I mean, I would say that it ended up being much more of a benefit to have that conversation. But you did say, knowing beforehand kind of changed things. I'm in the camp of not so much trying to make friends. I think that you can be friends with your coworkers, right? To an extent. To an extent, because there's always a risk, right? And just like you said earlier, Somebody get mad, something happen, they get their ass fired. They may want to bring you down with them. You just never know what's going on. You let them know too much, they start, leaking all your business to the company, right?
Yeah.
Or whoever else or whatever else, and now all your business is spread amongst the people you work with. I am a fairly private person. I like to mind my own business. I try not to mess with people too much, so I don't do all that. But I've recently transitioned from the physical working world to the virtual world, right? And we had to do like a month of training, and it's the weirdest shit I've ever done in my life because like it's a bunch of people in this class, this virtual class, like 20, 21 people, something like that, right? Grown adults, American grown adult people, all, getting trained to work a job where they pay you money to do a job like grown-ups. Um in this class. And it was just weird because we do these things, or they do these things, these things called icebreakers, right? And it just bothered me, like how willingly people just give up information about themselves to strangers, and then they turn around and wonder why stuff happens to them, right? Like, I don't know, maybe I'm always looking at that, and even when I do it, I notice it. I'm like, yeah, that's that. But it's a lot of people just do and say things, and it. I don't know. I wouldn't feel comfortable going up to somebody on the street that I, just telling them my whole life story, right? Or telling them all my business, telling them all this stuff. But they do. It's like these people are still straight. You don't know anything about these people, right? And so me, I'm a pretty observant person, I guess, somewhat. I like to think so. And there was just this one individual in this class, man, and I'm being very cautious because I have to be to not say names and certain things. But this person, it was when they're telling everybody's telling their story and all about them. Oh, I got 3 kids, or I got this, and I'm doing this, and I did this before, and whatever. And I mean, I'm not refusing to volunteer, but I'm saying I mean the bare minimum. Like I don't even know if the sentences, if they were complete sentences, right? Like I am not very participatory. People volunteering all this shit, and but like I said, one, I just know like when a person got that crazy twinkle in their eye, like everything else looks functioning and like a normal human being. But when a person has that, they just got that little twinkle, and that's a crazy motherfucker right there. That's not a normal, like you to society you look like, but I peeped it. I'm just sitting back, like I'm leaning off the camera. I'm not even like on the camera like that. I'm just watching everybody in these little meetings. So I'm like, I know that there's crazy people in here, right? It's a lot of black women in these classes, so I know that there's crazy people in here. I know this for sure. Anyway, yeah, I said it. Who gonna do so? Who gonna check me? Yeah, I said it. But nah. So I'm just looking, bro. And I'm just like, man. Anyway, she got to talk. I got 3 kids, and I'm a YouTuber, and I do this and that. And so I'm just listening, right? Because I'm not telling these people I don't want to. Like one, I don't want to tell them I'm a YouTuber because the next thing they're gonna ask, well, what is your YouTube channel, Ed? We'd love to check it out. I'm like, no, the fuck you don't want to check it out because it's gonna get me fucking fired, right? Like so that's number one, right? That's like number one. I can't be friends with y'all because then y'all go, well, I'm gonna slip up and say, yeah, I'm gonna stream. Oh, well, what do you stream? Let me check it out, and then there you go. And there's a risk, right? Because there are some people in this class from Houston, in the Houston area. Who knows? They might stumble across, hey, 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 that's the guy I work with in the first class. Next thing you know, they're gonna watch the sauce, and then they're gonna watch the DNA. And oh my God, he's talking about me, and then they're gonna send me to fucking HR and we get fired. But anyway, long story short, like, so she's talking about YouTube. She's like, I do these. And so somebody, well, oh, that's so interesting. What kind of YouTuber do you do? And she's like, I do get ready with me's and something like clothes on. I'm like, oh, you do the stupidest kind of YouTube you can possibly fucking do. You put clothes on. That's this is a crazy person. This is an attention seeking person. Like, and all this stuff is just in my head. Is what I'm thinking. Like, I know y'all are probably Hunter. You probably so fucking judgmental. Yeah, I don't try to judge people, right? Like, I correct my judgments after I'm like, the judging is a safety meter. Anyway, so I'm just thinking, man, I'm like, yeah, this bitch is definitely gonna have a issue. So we got to do these role plays, right? We do these fucking role plays of these scenarios that come up uh, in the job role. You know what I mean? And so we put in groups. Again, I'm very non-participatory. So the group that she's in, they come out, they supposed to do their role play, and this bitch like deviates completely off the script, right? Like completely off the script and starts talking about some Monica Lewinsky and talking about I got weed in the car and I think the cops are coming. Like, I'm like, this goofy bitch, don't you realize? Don't do you not
Really?
realize like what we're doing? Like, I get it, but you could tell, like I could tell she's just one of them ones that just she's got to get the attention somehow. So there's eyeballs in the room. I need it. All right, come on, I'm feeding for it. Got to get some attention in here. And you know everybody laughing and shit. I'm just looking like this bitch is dumb as shit. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this woman? Like, you're fucking tripping. Like you're really fucking tripping. And just acting goofy, man. Like acting really really crazy. Um, and so you know everybody thinks it's a hoot. I don't find it funny. And then a couple of days go by. It's constantly something. It's constantly something. But I'm peeping it. Like I'm like this bitch got like a little attitude problem. And so something happened and she missed part of the class. She comes back in and somebody else was talking about a different part that was missed. And so it was kind of at the same time because she interrupted them. And so the guy was giving the information to somebody else as to where they could find it. And so she chimes in and she's like, "Oh no, that's not what I'm looking for," or something. And you know, then the instructor's trying to say something, but then she kind of like throws shade at the gift because what he gave me couldn't help me. But it was like what he was offering wasn't fucking for you. If you would have shut the fuck up and paid attention, you would have known that he wasn't talking to you. You know, so it's like little bitty shit. And then not much longer after that, bro, like it comes this weird ass virtual fucking standoff. Like, oh shit, Lady Licious is here. You know, then was getting good. And look who just rolls in. Uh, and who has the most colored people time in the den? A white woman. Terrible. Breaking all the stereotypes in the den. But nah, so she she gets a tripping one day. Like we just in the class, and like I said, I do my best to ignore people. Like this is my like my philosophy. Like I plan this shit, right? I wear all black. When I wear all black, I don't wear all black mostly, but a lot of shit I have is black. But I wear all black. Nothing with a logo on it. Nothing colorful. Like nothing to give me any personality or a reason to inquire anything about me. You know what I mean? Like nothing in my background. Like absolutely nothing going on. So it's like, hey, it's a nice that black shirt you got on there. Like, hey, what the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with you? Don't talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I have this is pre-planned, right? And again, don't make eye contact. Don't say very much. Don't volunteer to do anything. That's how this works. Anyway, so they know me. They start calling me Quiet Ed, right? Or whatever. Ed that don't speak, whatever, because I never talk, so they'd have to force me to do little shit. Um, so we're doing this shit, everybody got to read, right? Everybody read off these things. And so they're like, hey, you chick, you got to read. And she actually we started a couple days before. She was like, oh, she said she had lost her voice, right? And this is the person who talks all day, every day for everything. Says she loses her voice. That's like a Friday. Bam, over the week it comes back. It's like a Monday. Um, Kind of the same thing. So it's the Tuesday they asked her, they're like, hey, so you know, are you gonna read this thing? And she's like, give me a second. And she puts in the little chat because we're doing all this shit via Teams. And she puts in the chat like this long, crazy stuff that anybody who's the supervisor at this company needs to address me. Oh, yeah, address me in public in front of everybody, and you know, all, like just start like, and it's just random because you're just like, where the fuck did this shit come from? You know what I'm saying? Like everything's been pretty peaceful and chill as far as I've known. Like, where did this instant quiet chaos just come from? Like, so she's putting that in, so they're like, are you gonna read or are you gonna like, and I mean, like, when I say people, y'all talk about patience, and a lot of y'all say that I have patience, right? A lot of y'all say these things. These people had significantly more patience. And maybe it's the setting, right? But way more patience than I did because they probably gave this chick like 15 minutes to give a decent human being response and just read the stuff. It wasn't nothing. It's just reading off the fucking screen. I don't know. Maybe back in school they used to make fun of you because you didn't read good when they had the popcorn and do all this shit. I don't know what the problem is, but all this. She started talking about this job is holding me hostage. Uh, I can't exercise my constitutional rights. If I speak again, I'll get fired. If I'm quiet, I'll get fired. Something like, and just if I she said something crazy like, yeah, and if I lose this job, the state will take away my kids again, and so I need this, and just like it just like spiraled into this crazy fucking shit in the chat. And now,
Oh God.
me being me, yeah, I was trying to be the bigger person, J man. If y'all miss Tubi Tuesday, y'all don't understand. Y'all are missing out. If y'all ain't in there for Tubi Tuesday, like y'all are missing out on some classic shit. But yeah, I was up there trying to be the bigger person and shit. So after about 15 minutes, the regular people came in there, supervisors came in there, like the motherfucker who ain't even supposed to be in the training shit, and came in there like, look, I ain't finna play with you. I'm trying to call you on your phone. You don't pick up the phone. Like, nothing. Like, address me in front of everybody, doing a little chat thing. I'm hoping she gets addressed in front of everybody because at this point, I'm becoming a little nosy. I like want to know what's going on. I didn't slid back into the camera view and shit. I'm like, hold on, what's going on? Because they can only see the back of my head for a while. I started looking and shit. I'm concerned about what's going on in the class. Anyway, I was thankful because she got us an extra like 25-minute break. They're like, okay. So they brought everybody in the thing. And so they take this break, and I'm figuring out, well, when we get back, this bitch ain't going to be there. I get back, the bitch still in there. The bitch is still in there. Like, and just sitting there. Like, I get it. I get it. Your virtual protest game is strong, but what are you all they gonna do is change your fucking login, and you ain't gonna log in tomorrow. You're gonna be out of there. That's you gonna be, like, what are you standing up against, right? But again, it's a little more to the story. I spend a lot of time talking. There's a few more details that make it a little funny, but I'm just like, man. And I notice it, and I could tell because people say little things, so I know they think I'm the weird one, right? Like they definitely think I am a weirdo, and I wish I could give y'all a glimpse of it because it's definitely I do play a weird role. I don't speak, I don't talk. I come in there in the morning, I don't say hi, I don't say what's up. If I ain't got to cut the camera, I'm like I'm very the person you see here is not the person you see on that camera. This camera is much better quality than the one they sent anyway. But yeah, the person you see here, not the person you see there. And so it's like I would think that they would probably think, oh, this motherfucker's a real weirdo. He's hiding his whole fucking personality from it. Like, so I could see perspectives and how they matter. But I go all the way back and say, like, don't befriend your coworkers because most people are weird, right? And if these motherfuckers out there trying to be your friend at work, it's because they ain't got no fucking friends in real life, and they ain't got no fucking friends because they're weird. So don't be hanging out with these weird ass work motherfuckers. Go get you some real. Go get a hobby and go get a friend. Go like play basketball at the park and go get some friends or something. Like don't go play basketball with your coworkers at the park and become friends. Just don't hang out with them. They're weirdos. And fucking Janice in HR, she's a real weirdo. And let me tell you about Janice in HR. That bitch is a freak. Okay, Janice in HR is a freak. She got the HR job to protect herself from getting fired because she's the real freak. Janice in HR is the worst motherfucker on the thing. She's the nastiest motherfucker on the whole damn site, on everything. But who gonna report the HR person to HR, right? So see, Janice was thinking smarter than everybody. Janice can tell all that she's gonna report herself. No, see, y'all gotta be thinking. Y'all gotta be thinking ahead. Y'all think Honcho just be up here high and talking crazy or drunk. I ain't even got no drink. But I'm trying to tell you, I be giving y'all nuggets again. Y'all don't want to listen though. Y'all don't want to listen.
Let me tell you a story real quick.
All right.
All right. if y'all know what I do, you know. But at work one day, this is before I got to the position I am. I was training someone, and quiet person, real quiet. You know, and I'm like you, Hunter. When I'm at work, I really don't talk to many people. I might, say, a few little things here and there throughout the day, but I don't talk much because, I learned that lesson over lifetime. Try to be close, but keep your distance at the same time. It's a fine line. I put it like that.
Yeah.
So I'm friending this one guy, and I'm talking to him, and he's giving me real short answers on, on the task at hand. So I'm like, okay, he's just a quiet person. One day though, the next day, excuse me, he just busts out with, "Hey, me and my friends are going to this KKK rally. You want to come?" I just look at him. I'm like, what the fuck? And the way he said it, I was like, what? So I say, okay, whatever. I don't say much.
Yeah.
Then later on the same day, he said this here. He said, "Hey, I just bought a gun for my triple K buddies. You want to come into the shooting range with me?" I'm looking at her. I say, "Man, what the fuck are you talking about?" He said, "Man, I'm just joking. I'm just joking." I said, "You know what, man? I'm gonna have to get somebody else to train you." So, I don't report him or nothing. I just said, whatever, man. That's his business. That's what he like to do. That's him.
Mm-hmm.
But over time, come to find out, that's not who he really is. He's just a tell dumb, stupid, weird jokes.
Yeah.
And the funny thing about it was he was black.
Mm.
So that's why I was like, I was looking at him and I was like, what? Now, I know I tell dumb jokes. I'm goofy, you know what I'm saying? But I don't say no shit like that. But it just, I don't know. It just, when you get stuff like that, you have to kind of be cautious of the people around you. Now, like I said, I know I'm being a hypocrite when I'm saying this, but at the same time, I've seen so many things happen to where you have to understand that if you open up yourself to people you work with, you never know who's going to use that information to get a leg up on you or to spread rumors and gossip about you. You know what I'm saying? In the workplace. So now you got to struggle to maintain your comfortability at work, if that makes sense. I'm trying to use my words wisely here, but at the same time, what I mean by that is, let's just say you're going for a promotion. Uh, Mike over here know what you did last week. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be attractive to the higher ups at the job. Or let's just say, you know, you went out for drinks and, you know what I'm saying, you lost your mind, you start acting a fool. They got that on camera. They could post that on social media. You see what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things you just got to be careful with, you know, when you open yourself up. I'm not telling you to make friends. I'm not telling you not to make friends. You have to understand what you're getting yourself into. Because like I said, I've been down the road to where I thought I had some friends at work. Yeah, no, I didn't. I've seen other people, like I said, I've seen family members bring their problems from the house to the job. Now they acting a fool. I've seen so-called female best friends all of a sudden calling each other bitches and hoes and calling them sluts, and that's why you sucked 10 dicks last night and all that shit. So I'm like, so it just, you know what I'm saying, be careful, you know. Yeah, I seen that face on you. So it's like, be careful. I've seen, yeah, you've seen people do that shit. So and talking about, bitch, that's why you can't have no kids. So and all that crap. So yeah, just be careful what you're doing out there.
I definitely agree. I definitely concur with that. You'd have to be careful because your friends sometimes don't really be friends. Sometimes they be frenemies. Uh,
Mm.
Let me see. What y'all in here talking? Y'all in here talking crazy. Do I like being weird? Yes, I definitely like to be weird. Special ed. Broderick's on fire tonight. He's just so hilarious. And Broderick knocked the dust off the dad jokes books. Lady Licious, I know Lady Licious ain't talking. Lady Licious used to be in the den, friendly with all employees. Employees all in the den business. Talking about don't be friendly with co-workers. Co-workers all in the den. You know what I'm saying? Burning up pizza. You know what I'm saying? And it's just anyway. But no, you have to be careful. You have to definitely be cautious about the people that you bring in your life. And that's what happens. People get into a job, they get familiar with people. Um, People talk about dating a representative of people when you first meet them. Well, when you work with somebody, it's always their representative. There's very
Mhm.
few and far in between. Certain industries, maybe more so, and even then, you're going to catch representatives in those industries. But for the most part, if you work with people, especially in the corporate, if you're in a corporate white collar environment, you're always meeting the representative, right? Um, so yeah, that's what happens after a long time. When you get comfortable, you get familiar with them. Chicks that you probably wouldn't even thought were like, well, I kind of see that. She's not so bad. She's not a nice person. Now, they chip away. They start bringing you cookies and shit. You know what I'm saying? Buying you lunch, all that nice. And they start, softening you up. The next thing you know, uh, you got an HR claim on you because you ain't listen. You hit it after the company Christmas party and you regretted it. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't call her back. Now she feeling threatened and shit. So see, you gotta do your shit. Don't eat the cookies. Don't eat some fucking cookies. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, she gonna bring them. She look. She married anyway. Don't eat that married woman cookies, man. I better stop tripping just because she not happy at home. Um, yeah, but no, don't be fucking around at work, man, because the outcome is more likely negative than a positive. Now, if it's just a job like some temporary shit where you don't plan on being there long, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Because you always run into like, yeah, I always had a job where you work there long enough, you will run into somebody who's cool, but you'll know that they're cool. Like I don't understand actively going into the job looking for somebody to be buddies with. Like that's a weird
I've
thing.
seen that.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Seen that.
I just wanna work. I'm just gonna come in here, I'm gonna chill, I'm gonna work, and I'm gonna get paid. Now, if I happen to notice that you have habits and traits I fuck with, then cool, that's one thing. But if I don't fuck with you like that, I don't see it, then why? There's no reason to force to try to do no shit like that. Let's see something. I'm still back here tweaking, y'all don't mind me. I'm trying to make it happen. I think I almost got it, but y'all just don't mind me. I might have heard a weird echo just not too long ago. Don't mind that. If it sounds like something blew up, don't even worry about none of that shit. We alive. Um, but yeah, so that's kind of how I look at it. This is kind of my thoughts on it. And I don't understand that. I wonder about people who do that, because people go be friendly with
Yeah.
people. Oh, we work together. You come meet my family. Come, do this. Come to like you fucking hanging out with a serial killer or some shit. You know what I mean? Like that shit is weird. Like I don't understand that type of shit. Like I don't know. I don't know. It's just a odd thing. I think that people are too in a rush, and that's why you always hear so many stories about people. Oh, I thought this person was this person was that, this person was this. Well, you kind of got connected to them too fast. You know what I'm saying? You kind of got, you got you gave them too much benefit of the doubt because y'all work in the same place. You know what I mean?
But
uh,
also, too, here's the thing, though. Speaking of that, I've heard people, let's just say, your coworkers having a birthday party, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Some kind of get together, put it like that. Of course, someone might invite their coworkers. Now, me personally, I've never been to one of their functions. I got invited plenty of time. I said, okay, yeah, sure, thank you. Never showed up because, like you said, I don't know what the hell you got going on at your house that police can be kicking down the door. Next thing I know, my wife is looking for me. You know what I'm saying? So nah, I'm good. I'm good. Good. And then also too, there was another thing you had said. Um, also, okay, yeah. Sometimes coworkers have these potlucks and stuff. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Now, when I was younger and naive, yeah, but now I know some things. I don't eat nobody's cooking. Nope. If it ain't coming from the store, fully wrapped up and stuff, nope. I don't do it. And I know this sounds weird coming from a guy who makes cookies. It's a side hustle.
Yeah.
But I just seen too many things, so I'm not messing with the coworker stuff. But yeah, I was always like, I just got to be cautious because matter of fact, I've also been invited to go to the bar after work and stuff. I'm like, man, I don't drink. You know what I'm saying? I don't do none of that stuff. Come on, come hang out with us. I'm good. I got a wife and daughter to go home to. I'm good. So, yeah. So it just, it's just one of those things. Bless you, bless you, bless you. It's just one of those things where you know your surroundings. Oh, and you said if it was a job, you might not be planning on being there long. It was my very first job, Fiesta, in Fifth Ward. It was a guy that was there as a summer job, and ended up being there. I think at that time, I think he said like 7 years or something like that. So sometimes you still don't know. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things,
I mean, yes,
I don't know. I guess on my personal experience, just be cautious. You know what I'm saying? What you do, what you tell people, how you interact. And like you, Hunter, I don't wear nothing crazy that let people know who I am. You see what I'm saying? And then when I am at work, like just say I gotta go out in the field. You know what I'm saying? Gotta go to different places. People ask me questions. Hey, what's your name and stuff like that. I'm like, how you doing? That's it. You know what I'm saying? What you need to know all of that for? How is it going to benefit you knowing? You know what I'm saying? Uh, Personal things about me.
Yeah.
Like for example, my neighbor. You know how a lot of people are. What do you do for a living? I'm like, I live. You don't know. If I didn't tell you, you don't need to know.
Yeah.
What, you gonna pay my bills? You know what I'm saying? So what do you need to know for? That's just me, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of a private person, not like what you see here on camera. I don't talk much. I don't associate with too many people. Just my wife and my daughter. That's it.
I think that don't judge me. All right, because it's on my mind. If not, okay. Um, hmm, I didn't know that was an option. Let me see something. I'm over here fucking shit up now. I got too creative. Um, but so this is what we're gonna do. If I can't get it to get right, I've done something I know people inquire about all the time that I don't normally do, but it is active tonight. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. If we don't do the line, we'll go hard in the yard. All right. And so what I mean by that is we are rocking on the StreamYard this evening. So I will post the link in the Chizat, right? And it's just like I said, I'll explain. Gotta get I'll have to get me another monitor. But because there's a reason there's pros and cons to StreamYard, and that's why I don't really use it too much. But that's what we do. I'll post the dilly dally in here. If you want to join the conversation with me and Mr. Man Up, you get the StreamYard link. If you're not gonna get on camera, I don't think I'm going to activate it. Only only a few of you get special privileges where you ain't got to get on your camera. The rest of y'all, I don't know you. If you are OG triple OG, I'll let you make it. Some of you lesser OGs, I don't know, y'all might have to put in some work. But if you want to join the conversation, there is the link. So again, what we're talking about is coworkers. Should you befriend your coworkers? Do you have a positive it has nothing to do with nothing. You ever just get a random message or somebody just tells you something brief and funny? It was just unexpected, and yeah, I was trying to fix the damn thing, but yeah. So my apologies because somebody texted me the funniest shit, and I want to talk about it, but I can't. But so I put the StreamYard link in there. So if you want to join the conversation, I will definitely allow you to participate. While I'm doing that, I'm actually trying to work on this too. Look, I got to get used to using StreamYard. I guess I should put the Portola 45. Hi, how you doing? What's the deal? Lone Wolf is still not realizing you need a team. I do got a team. I got a team in the sauce. We are about to succeed. We're going to succeed, and we're going to succeed. We'll leave everybody else, all of the sports commentary in Houston, and we're going to succeed. But let me unpin that because Broderick, I gave you enough free promo on your sermon. It better be the best sermon ever preached since Jesus. You know what I'm saying? I'm expecting second class Jesus type sermon stuff going on. Right? You come over here preaching all that. I expect no failures, no flubs. I expect perfection, Broderick. Coming here. We've been trying to get you to do the preaching den for I don't know how long. Talk to the people. Brother, don't show up. We got to watch other preachers in the den and shit. So, it is what it is. Hold on one second. Let me see something. I do believe we may have someone join us. Let me see how this thing works because, it is what it is. Y'all just chill for a second. Let me see how this works because, okay. All right. This is a StreamYard dilly dally. And okay, there we go. What? Anybody but this nigga. All right. Oh man.
What up? What up, though?
What's the motherfucking deal, Mr. Trill? Trill is joining us. Hold on, y'all. Let me put the thing back on the OBS so y'all can see. I don't see him. I don't see no Trill. All right, there you go. All right. Mr. Trill, how you doing this evening, Mr. Trill?
I'm all right. How about y'all?
Doing well.
I'm here, man. I'm here. How you feeling, man?
I'm all right. I should have got my ring light, but I ain't feel like digging through all that shit up top. So I'm just using the regular lights.
This is actually a very interesting question for a gentleman like you, especially because the industry that you're in seems to be more isolated and independent at times. But I'm sure that's not the only thing that you've worked in. So
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on fraternizing with coworkers?
Like everything is you got to put a limit to it. There's certain shit you don't do, certain shit you don't say, certain shit you just keep close to the vest. And by all means, don't tell everybody your business, bro. Like, especially motherfuckers on the job. Them motherfuckers really don't know you. They don't really know your situation. Of course, they're gonna try to appease to you to a certain amount because again, they don't have no hit. Like they don't know your history. They don't know your background, all that old shit. So it's really pointless. You just looking for somebody just to co-sign some shit that you're trying to say. I just really don't understand that.
I agree. That's a weird thing. What's the weirdest experience you've had with befriending a coworker or someone trying to befriend you as a coworker?
The weirdest experience?
Yes.
Jesus Christ. One of them tried to set me up with his mama.
What?
Yeah.
So did you meet the mama?
Fuck no. Fuck no.
Why not?
But
how much older was she than you?
But being the person that I am, I'm not finna sit up here and lie to y'all. I did have to see what she looked like first.
Oh, absolutely. Come on, yeah. You got to at least entertain that for
me. Yeah, I mean, come on. I'm not finna tell that lie. I looked and was like, nah, I'm good. I passed.
That's true. So does a person feel extra insulted, like when they actually try to hook you up with their mama and then you reject their mama? Is that worse than like a yo mama joke? Because this is like a serious yo mama situation.
It could be, but you got to understand me. Like I can get away with saying certain shit to people that most people don't get away with because I'm very brutally honest.
Yeah.
So I could always use the excuse, well, your mom's sensitive. I don't deal well with sensitive people.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't work. I wouldn't do nothing but hurt your mama feelings, and I don't want to disrespect her like that.
Yeah.
So I could use that cop out easily, but even though it really is true at the same time, but it ain't like I cannot control myself. So
Okay.
I find ways to get out of shit.
I mean, yeah, at least honesty works in that situation, man.
And speaking of honestly,
yeah,
how about we have a little honesty up on this panel?
All right.
For those of you that don't know, I have contacts with both of these gentlemen.
Yeah.
And I have spoken to both of these gentlemen on the phone. Man up a lot more than Honcho, because Honcho will never answer the fucking phone.
It's true.
But I have spoken to Man up for hours at a time while he was at work. And he's sitting up here talking about, I don't say that. This nigga talked to everybody at every store he was at. I ain't gonna just tell all your business, but the stores that he just happened to be in, he would converse with just regular people and everybody, holding whole conversations, but want to come up on this panel like he's some stone cold, like quiet motherfucker. That is not who Man Up is. Yeah. Not even remotely. Not even close.
Let me tell you why I might have conversations. Because it's work related. That's why.
No, the fuck it don't be.
Yes, it do.
Okay, well, sometimes they ask you about certain stuff. Okay, all right, I get it.
Yeah,
but you continue the conversation.
That's because I'm on the phone with you.
But you continue the conversation on other things besides work.
No.
Yes, because it starts out that way, but then it always evolves into something else.
No, I'll talk to people when it's like, if I go to certain places, this person might say, hey, I ain't gonna say exactly what I'm trying to use. You know what I'm saying? But this person might say, did we get this or do we have that or whatever the case is? I'll say, I'm trying to say, I'm trying to word it around it, but I might say next week or whatever. Then they might say, "Oh, this new stuff coming." I'm like, "Yeah, this new stuff," and then it might lead to something like that. But then I'll be on the phone with you, talking to you.
And Honcho, you a fucking weirdo.
I'm a weirdo.
Yes,
I'm a weirdo. I'm okay with that. I say that all the time. But
No.
Why in this instance? Why am I weird in this instance?
Motherfucker, you said you purposefully go to the job and dress a certain way just so people won't talk to you. What kind of shit is that?
No, but this is on the virtual job. Like at a real job, I speak. I am polite.
Yeah,
I'm just not nice. But this is a virtual job with people I'm never gonna meet ever in fucking life, and they're weird as shit. Like you gotta understand, I'm the type of nigga.
So why the fuck does it matter what you wearing if it's virtual, nigga?
Because what I'm saying is these people, they be getting on the camera and they'll be doing things like popcorn, right? So if you're randomly picking somebody, if I have something flashy on, I'm more likely to stand out, right? But if I'm in I won't say a relatively dark room, not the best well-lit room, and I'm wearing darker clothing, I don't appear as pleasant to the human eye, right? Colors and shit like that, we still attract that. Reds and yellows and all those bright colors and things. So I do things in a certain manner to make it less likely that I get called out. Now, if they go down the list, I can't avoid that because they're checking off the list and shit, my name is on the list. So eventually I'm going to have to do something. But in most situations, I can avoid making contact. Because then this is what happens, right? This is exactly what happens. I start talking because I look a certain way. People expect a certain thing. And then I start talking. And then now they're conflicted. Now they want to know more. They want to start asking more questions. They want to inquire more things. And then that means I'm going to get to a point where I'm going to have to be rude to my coworkers. And it's going to get sketchy. So I try to prevent, this is a prevent defense. I try to prevent ever having to ever really deal with. I make myself unappealing to interact with, right? So when they come in all jovial and happy and excited about things, I come in very, I wouldn't say nonchalant, but very stoic, right? I don't respond to anything that they do and or say. And occasionally something kind of funny is said, but I must refrain from showing emotion, especially because of the character that I have created. Now, if Quiet Ed cracks up and starts laughing, it becomes a thing. Now it becomes a thing. Oh, now you made Quiet Ed start laughing. So now it's a problem. So I put myself in a position where I must remain in this character for the remainder of my term of employment at this job.
And I'm just like Hunter. I'll speak to you. That's it. But and then, like I said, 9 times out of 10, the conversation is work related. That's it. Motherfuckers don't ask me to go hang out or nothing like that. No. And when you call me, Trill, where am I at most of the time when you call me?
Work. You're very seldom, very, very seldom at the house.
There you go. That's it.
Yeah. I guess we just different. I just happen to get along with my coworkers, and I end up making friends with them to where, like, damn near every job I had, I got at least one person that I may not talk to, but I'm still cool with. You know, they'll call me every now and then to check on me, see how I'm doing. But I guess it's just different with me. I don't know.
I gotta ask you this. Oh, my bad. I gotta ask you, are you on your chill spot right now?
I'm at Waffle House, man. I'm posted up at Waffle House with the rest of the drivers, nigga. We's posted. We out here, nigga. At the goddamn Waffle House, nigga.
The Waffle House, I hope y'all all strapped, because the Waffle House can go down at any time, at any point.
Yeah.
A Waffle House after 1:45 a.m. in the morning is the most volatile location in any city in America. Now, if this Waffle House is located near MLK, it's even worse.
No, this is the whitest Waffle House, nigga. I'm in, what is this? Somewhere in Missouri. What's the name of this fucking place? It's named after one of those Arab countries. I can't think of it right now, but I'm in Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I ain't worried about all that. But I do have a story. This is kind of how it typically works out for me. When I work with somebody and they have a significant other, their significant other always is interested in me and what I think and why I think what I think. Because for some reason, I make a significant impact upon their husbands at work. Then their husbands go home and tell their wives shit that I've said or shit that they've seen me do or say. And then their wives always want to ask me questions. This way in particular. I started this job, I think my last off-field job. I had been working there maybe 4 or 5 months. And we had a Christmas party. And when I showed up by myself. And I sat down at the table with all the people that work in the same department as me and their wives. Less than 10 minutes go by. I just happened to realize I'm the only dude at the table surrounded by 6 wives, grilling me, asking me all kind of questions. Because the way that I think about stuff and how I respond fascinates them. And 4 of them trying to hook me up with their friends. One of them trying to hook me up with her sister. And I don't think the other one, she's the only child. But they find me fascinating. I don't know why. And so they wives like me more than they do. In this point, for instance, I had cooked one day because we was slow. It was a Saturday, but nothing happening. And I say, man, I'm gonna go to the crib and cook, and I'm gonna bring everybody lunch. They said, okay, cool. What you gonna cook? I said, I'm gonna make some smothered pork chops, some pinto beans, rice and gravy. They say, man, go on to the house and handle it. So I said, okay. So I cooked it and came back, brought it up. Everybody ate. It was fire. I made enough to where people could take food home to go. So they did. One of my partners, Trent, he brought his wife a plate. She loved it. She said that was the best food she ever ate. So she literally called him at work to get me to tell her how to cook it while she was making it. Then after that, she would send plates to the job for me to try. But the kicker was he didn't have a plate. So I'm sitting up here and I'm like, bruh. The first time I just kind of let it go. I was like, okay. Then the second time I was like, dog, I don't know, bro. This feels kind of awkward. And he's like, what you mean? I say, bro, your wife is literally sending another man on your job a plate and you ain't got one. What the fuck are you doing? And he was like, oh, man, I don't even sweat no shit like that. Like, he was just completely unbothered by it. I was just like, nah, just respectfully tell your wife, just, I'm good. Just good luck. She'll figure it out. Y'all can work that shit out. Bro, that shit made me feel mad weird. Because I wouldn't want to be in that position. Even though he didn't care, but it bothered me more than it bothered him. But for some reason, people just take a liking to me like that. I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. My wife can't make another man's plate before mine.
Right.
Yeah.
But it was, I don't know if, okay, maybe he ate at home and then came to work.
Yeah.
But it's just the optics.
Yeah.
Like, here, my wife made you a plate. Now I was sitting there in a room full of other men, and he said, hey man, my wife sent you this plate. And everybody looking like, the fuck y'all got going on? And I'm sitting up here like, yeah, this don't look right, dog. I don't know if I like this shit.
Nah, my wife can't make another man plate.
Yeah.
It better be her dad or something like that. Her dad, yeah, of course. But
Right, brother, kinfolk, okay, yeah. I don't even know this lady. Met her once. Only met her once.
Must have made a lasting impression.
I guess so.
It's crazy.
She like that smile or something.
Nah, I don't think it's that. It's just they find how I think interesting, like the stuff that I say. And then they'll go home and tell their wife some funny shit I said, and they find it funny too. Everybody thinks I'm funny.
I don't think you're that fucking funny. Every now and then.
I'm all right. I'm all right.
Every now and then. You get a humdinger every now and then, but I would.
Nah, Honcho, it's not humor with you. It's the fact that I know you, and you know I know you, and that's what makes you laugh. Because I can read you like a fucking book.
I disagree with this statement.
Bullshit. There's been so many times I type shit in the chat that you know you was thinking. That's why you laughing now.
I have no record or recollection of this statement.
Yeah.
Not verify or condone.
I have to agree with Trill.
Yeah, I can't say that is the thing. Yeah, I think it's the proximity, then in not only the region but the age range. I think has a lot of factors to it because it's quite a few times. I might not. I don't think other people see it, but now look, it might be a text message or something. This motherfucker here, man. I can't say shit. Big Ron, what has Nina still lost them kids? Are they still gone? Like, how long has the kids been gone? And you guys, every time I see this name, I want to inquire. And why are you still beefing with Nina and the lost kids? Whatever's happened with that. Yeah. So okay. So right now the male consensus, because I don't know what women thinking because women don't want to, they hide behind the line. The male consensus is it's probably not a good idea to associate with your coworkers. And I wonder if women think differently because women tend to fraternize with their coworkers more. They. I mean, maybe in my opinion, I might be wrong, right? But it seems like because women will fuck with other women knowing that they don't like them. You know what I'm saying? So to them, it's not a big deal to fuck with their coworkers, even though they really don't give a fuck about it. And, you know, women are malicious and they're catty too. So, you know, they'll probably fuck with their coworkers trying to set them up just to have something to talk about. That's the type of shit women do. Because they're terrible people. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. But yeah, because the women are afraid to represent. You know, the fellas always represent. Shout out to all the men in the den. Y'all have been doing such a great job lately, you know, voicing your opinion, sharing your thoughts. And, you know, I'm just proud of y'all. I'm
Yeah.
proud of y'all. The ladies, you know, some more so than others. You know,
There's a couple of them.
not gonna name names, but but yeah. So it was something else. It was another point I had on the coworker thing as to why not. But so I got a question for you, Mr. Meadows. So you say you and your wife met at y'all worked at the same. How long did y'all work together after y'all started to become an idol?
Nah, fuck that. Honcho, you ever fucked a coworker?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I'm just wondering where that question come from.
Nah, because he said fraternize with coworkers. I was just curious. Honcho ever knock one down?
Yeah.
Well, hey, can't get no simpler than that.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Yeah. Yeah, but how long? Yes, now you see you went to you. We done went down the wrong direction now. So how long?
Yeah,
It's the same direction.
I forgot.
It's the same. It's the same goddamn direction, man.
His direction is monogamy and loyalty, and you know,
It's still fucking.
Yeah. Eventually,
he saw that woman and he wanted to tap that ass, and he been tapping that ass for what, 15, 16?
Yeah. Yeah, my situations weren't the same. We weren't of the same length at the time, so there's a difference, you know. There wasn't no rings involved, wasn't no nothing like that. It was definitely a lust thing. It wasn't no love.
Laughing.
So you know, yeah, I feel like.
And he didn't lust after that woman when he saw and asked her out.
He did.
He wasn't lusting.
But the difference is he had the pre-lust before the job, right? There's pre-lust involved.
You I tell you, you're so full of shit right now, bro. You full of shit.
He had the pre-lust. I'm trying to hear me out because he said he knew her before the job, but then they happened to work at the same job, and then that's where he asked her out. So he knew her before the job. He had the lust was installed then. You know what I'm saying? So he had uploaded that to the operating system, and then he executed the program at work. So he was like, okay, you know, it's time to, you know, run program.exe. And, you know, he said, hey, you know, what you trying to do? You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling you. You want to kick it sometimes? She's like, yeah, you know, kick it. And then so they went and, you know, had a good time. And now, you know, happily ever after. And so I can respect it. So, you know what I mean? It's a big difference. It's a huge difference. Yeah. Mine was nothing like that. My scenario was...
Stupid, man.
It started out the same way his did. You saw that ass and wanted to hit.
Which encounter? So it was more than one scenario. So like this.
Shout out to my boy wife. It don't matter.
It don't matter. See, but this is why I say men and women should work together, right? Like I'm a firm believer.
I agree.
I'm a firm believer in men and women should not work together.
Oh,
right?
do I agree?
And so, you know, but I can say that. I mean, let's talk about it. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it 1,000. This is the den, man. Fucking with a coworker is the worst idea.
It's bad business.
It is, man. Look, it sounds cool. You know, you need some pussy on the job. Hit the break room. Shit, no, bro. Because even though you know you're not taking it serious. I mean, again, I don't know because there are dudes who get possessive and get weird about shit. But because I might have. I think somebody comes to the door, but because like you fucking with somebody else, start treating like you with them. You know what I'm saying? Like it started getting weird. You try to talk to another motherfucker, it might be some casual conversation. You know what I'm saying? They start getting jealous and shit, and then you start having problems on the job. It becomes an issue. So you got to really be cautious with that. Give me 1 second.
Well, while he doing that, I will say this. Go ahead and say this here. It wasn't really I was looking for someone when I was at work. It was just I had been through some things, wasn't even on my mind. Just one day, just asked her out. There you go. Ever since.
What were you thinking before you asked out?
Nothing.
You a goddamn lie.
For real. I hand to the man.
I wonder if I could tap that ass. That's what you was thinking. Y'all niggas gotta stop acting like y'all don't fucking know, bro. Come on, man. Man up. Goddamn well, you know what? I've been knowing this girl for a minute. Now we on the job together. I'm close. I got a good shot. Fuck it. I'm gonna go for it. What I got to lose?
I met her at work. What do you mean, known her for a minute?
Oh, so Honcho said that you knew her before the job, so that wasn't right.
Okay.
That's what I get for listening to Honcho.
Okay. Hey, look, players fuck up.
Yeah. Players don't fuck up all the time, though, nigga. Goddamn. You won't be a player no more if you do all that fucking up.
You know what? It's not about how many times you fuck up. It's about how many times you bounce back. You know what I'm saying?
No, like I said, that's where I met Mark at work.
Okay. So Honcho.
Yo.
Second part to that question.
Okay.
Was it one or multiple times?
Which encounter?
Okay. So there were multiple encounters, right?
There were different scenarios, yes.
Okay. There were multiple people.
Yeah.
Okay. How many? Well, okay. Was any of those people just a one-timer?
I would say yeah. I would say yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so was it the majority of them were one-timers or the majority of them were you just sleeping with?
I wouldn't say one-timers, but then I wouldn't say I was just like fucking with it. Might have been like 2, maybe 3 times, and then just kind of, it's not really that, it's just like, but it was, I mean, it wasn't, for the most part, I would say it was like that.
Okay, fine. What would you say the percentage is that you regretted it?
How many percentage that I regretted?
What would be the percentage? Yes.
The percentage I would say is let me do some mathematical.
Just a ballpark estimate, bro. I don't need exact.
I say like 30%.
Okay, so maybe 30%. Okay, all right, that sounds about right. What about you, man up? We know one of them you scored a home run, but what about the rest?
To be honest with you, never a coworker. Never.
Okay.
Never. Now, have it crossed my mind before? Yes.
Oh, absolutely. Oh shit, that's not even a question. Everybody had that one coworker or two that they definitely would have fucked in the broom closet. But
but
I'm just saying.
Never.
I had an opportunity once. And at the time, I just wasn't feeling it. And afterward, I kicked myself in the ass. But in the long run, I dodged the motherfucking bullet. Holy shit. That motherfucker was batshit crazy, bro. She was a sexy little bitch, though. But god damn, that bitch was crazy. So since she couldn't have me, she took my coworker who was married. And she started doing the calling late at night type shit. She started doing all that, popping up at his house, throwing rocks at his window. Yeah.
Hey, my uncle once told me this before. You gotta be careful who you stick your dick in.
And then y'all want to know the cold part? He got mad at me. He said, well, if you would have hit her, she would have never came after me and I wouldn't have had to deal with none of this shit. You single. I'm married. I just looked at this nigga. I say, my nigga, first of all, don't you ever say no shit like that to my face. I'll slap the fuck out of you. Second of all, why would you try to blame me when you a married man? All you had to do was say no. I'm single and said no. You couldn't say no? And he was like, yeah, did you look at her? I said, yeah, I looked at her, nigga. But damn. It just wasn't, something wasn't right. I just had a bad feeling and I'm glad I paid attention. That's all I'm gonna say. But there's a few more that I wanted to hit. I wish I could have, and I sure would have. A couple of them was bosses. One of them in particular, yeah, she would have got hit. For sure.
So
now I can tell you this, and my wife can verify this, because the story had got back to my wife. It was one time at my current job to where I was going for a position. I applied for that motherfucker like a good 10 times, didn't get it. Come to find out, the reason why I didn't get it is because she wanted me to fuck, and I didn't. And long story short, it got back to my wife that I would not fuck her to get the position.
So what'd your wife do?
Like I said, long story short. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Nah, we ain't leaving it at nothing. What did your wife do?
I'll leave it at that.
Did she look you in your eyes and say, man up, we need this fucking money? Go tell her ass off the edge.
Look, baby, you gotta understand, you know.
Yeah,
just a
we need
thing.
This money. No. We got bills.
I made a
career advancement.
I made enough to cover my bills. Hell no. Hell no.
What?
Your wife put you on. Your wife would have put you on that stroll, man. I'm telling you.
Well, on some real shit though. Does the fact that, you know, cause we've all, like you said, we've all had a couple of them been bosses, but does the fact that the ones that are bosses, is that like does that add an element to it, to the fact that, you know,
yes, yes,
and come back to work like
yes,
shit happened. I'm the boss in this motherfucker. But yeah,
no, it ain't that. It's just that because normally the boss that's fine like that, she be having a fucked up attitude.
Yeah. So
it's kind of like if you do catch her, oh yeah, bitch, I'm gonna fuck that attitude right up out you. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do you dirty. I'm gonna do you all the way dirty. I'm gonna make sure you know you got fucked today. You gonna know you got fucked today. And I ain't gonna tell nobody. I ain't gonna act no kind of different. But every time I look you in your eye, you gonna know exactly what that means. Yeah, bitch, I fucked you and you liked it. I dare you to say something sideways to me. I dare you.
Fucking with me.
Catch your ass in the corner and do it all up. Man, you better stop playing with me.
Oh man.
DeMarcus, you don't know nothing about that, DeMarcus. You still eating Jack about chicken sandwiches. You ain't grown yet.
What? Where the fuck that come from?
Yeah, he know what I'm talking about. DeMarcus know what I'm saying. He ain't making grown man
decisions. Oh, I remember. Okay, I remember now. Yeah, I remember. That's an old ass conversation.
Last conversation me and Trill had, he was fussing at me because I haven't been in the Discord in a minute.
Yeah, motherfucker.
He called me. He said, where the fuck are you at? Why you not in the Discord? I'm like, shit, I gotta get my ass up at 3 a.m. Shit, I can't.
Man, everybody been coming back to this. It's only like the man up ain't been there really too much. But it's
no, I meant for the sauce.
Oh, for the sauce.
I'm talking about the sauce. Yeah, because we be in there during the day. Yeah. And we just be talking about anything.
Oh.
And you be at work, hell, I be at work.
I thought you were talking about the damn den. My bad.
No, hell no. You ain't got that. I ain't got that kind of time. I have to go to bed on them niggas all the time. Motherfucking vampire hours. What the fuck wrong with these niggas?
Going to bed. It's broad
And you already look like the vampire in Brooklyn, Honcho, with your black ass. Look, you got the motherfucking dark ass clouds in the background. Look at that shit.
So here's the thing, though. See,
you got a coffin in the other room. I know what you're doing, nigga. That's why you don't invite none of your coworkers to your house. You don't want to see you sleeping in that coffin, nigga.
This may
fuck
be
you mean?
True, but right now you appear to be the darkest nigga on the screen.
That's because my lighting and shit.
Hey, perception is everything, right?
I don't feel like getting my ring light down. And I gotta assemble that motherfucker and find the remote and all that shit. I don't know what she did.
Now I want y'all to remember next time we start having a pro-black conversation, see how niggas want to avoid being the blacks. They don't really want to be black. They want to give me a light. I'm going to show you how light I really am. See, niggas want to be black when it's cool to be black. Niggas don't really want to be black. But no, yeah, you definitely don't want to. You don't want to engage in shenanigans with coworkers. But we are men, and men make bad choices on occasion, right? And it does happen. But yeah, you got to be careful because you're gonna end up in a world of shenanigans, and especially in, like I said, in a corporate environment, a situation like that, because so many other situations, or so many people involved. Like once you're doing something on a job, you can basically entangle a lot more people into a situation than you would, if it's just somebody you met on the fucking street. You can't have a normal relationship with that person, and then like when it comes to fucking with somebody, that's one thing. But then you have people, when you do meet on the job, right? And this is somebody I got a question for you, man. Like, so if you are working with someone and you're dating them, which means you're seeing them often outside of work, is there ever a level of fatigue? You know what I'm saying? Like, I see you at work, I see you at home. Like, does it ever set in, or did it never get to that point?
Ooh, that's a good question. Well, I'll put it like this: in my personal experience, dating my wife, first got together, man. Whew. No, I put it like this: our first date, man, I didn't go to bed till like 3 in the damn morning. Then had to get back up at 5 to go to work. So yeah. But hey, like I said, got a good woman. Been married in January. We've been celebrating our 16-year anniversary, man. So, got a wonderful family. My baby girl, 13, finna be 14. So, worked out.
It's definitely a good thing, then, So,
what are you smirking over there for, Tripp?
Because I'm wondering if everybody watching this shit has just heard the same shit I heard. First of all, man up. I want to attack you, but I can't because you ain't doing nothing protecting yourself. Honcho, I got to give you a thumbs up for this one for letting him make it. Because, goddamn well, he didn't answer your motherfucking question. And man up, that was a smart move. Don't answer that shit. Because if your wife ever come across this shit, yeah, she used to get on my goddamn nerves. Yeah, come on, bro. Come on, bro. And I'm sitting up here knowing what the fuck going on, man.
I said it plenty of times. I get on her nerves, she get on my nerves. I said it plenty of times.
Yeah, but that ain't no answer. You straddling the fence. Fuck out of here.
Not making a declaration. What the hell? Then I'm late to this, but why should you make friends at work? You shouldn't. Or why shouldn't you make friends at work? Because then you end up making friends like you, Big M. And then,
oh Jesus!
Then you're stuck. And man, like I feel sorry for Illusion because he became your friend. I think you have ruined.
Whoa! Hey, motherfucker!
Yeah, you gotta go on. Swinging.
Fuck, nigga, almost just hit my goddamn truck.
Oh, he finna get boxing gloves.
Boxing gloves, my ass. But y'all know it go down at the Waffle House, nigga. I like this bitch up. I ain't playing.
What I said earlier, Waffle House is dangerous.
Fuck no.
I was just saying, you're never safe in a Waffle. I don't care what time it is.
Yeah, he pulling forward. Yeah, you goddamn right, motherfucker.
It just gets much worse.
This truck costs too much goddamn money.
See, well, here's the thing, Big M. Hispanic people can't make friends at work. They work with all their family.
Oh God!
So shit. I already know all their coworkers, man. Like what the fuck?
if he ain't family, he end up being your brother-in-law. Ain't that a bitch?
Exactly. Go to work. Well, yeah, I'm hanging out with my Theo today. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all already fucking know each other and shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't make friends is a bad idea.
Shout out to Big M with all them damn kids.
Yeah.
I salute to you, man. That's a lot. It's a lot of goddamn work.
Yeah, it's way too late now, but I definitely want to harass you about that thing. I won't mention it on stream. I'll wait till you're in the Discord. But I've been forgot about it. I'll be polite. I won't mention it, and I won't make it a public conversation. But yeah.
So fuck Honcho, because he just bullshitting. How's the cookie business, man? How the cookie business going?
Man, like I told you before, I had to get back in it because Honcho sounded disappointed when I told him I was going to retire.
Yeah.
You gonna retire? What the fuck?
You remember I told you that, man? Like, one of the times we had a conversation.
No, I don't remember. I thought you said your daughter was taking over.
Not yet, but she's getting there.
She I better take over now. I seen a little girl on Instagram. She like what, 12? She got a whole lemonade business.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
hey, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. My recipe is sacred, so I gotta make sure I pass it down the correct way.
Okay, I feel that, but she can't follow a goddamn recipe.
Yeah, she can follow a recipe.
So then, what's the goddamn problem?
Like I just said, my recipe is sacred.
So your daughter not sacred?
Now you taking this conversation to a whole nother level now.
No, motherfucker, I'm using your own words against you. That's what you said.
I didn't say nothing. I said my recipe is sacred.
Yes, and is your daughter not sacred to you? Is it sacred as that recipe is?
What the hell?
Is your daughter to you as sacred as that damn recipe? Yes, she is. So give it to her.
I didn't say she didn't have it.
Give it to her and go lay your ass down somewhere, man. Up. God damn.
Hey, just so y'all know, these are the conversations me and Trill have.
Facts.
These are the conversations me and this motherfucker be having.
That's facts. That's not a lie.
What the fuck is he talking about?
This is very peculiar. So I'm gonna tell y'all something. As a matter of fact, so what's his name? DeMarkey asked, "Where's Rashida?" I made a conscious effort to reach out to extend an olive. I ain't gonna say that. I made a conscious effort to reach out. All right, we'll leave it at that. So, because the gang was all there, I'm willing to let. We'll have to talk about bygones being bygones, but I'm willing to let bygones be bygones. I'm not even really mad about nothing in the first place. It was really a simple matter, and I explained it a long time ago. Like, it really wasn't as big of a deal. But because the gang has all been there, and I know that folks, particular folks like particular characters, we'll leave it at that. So I did make a conscious effort to reach out. I never heard nothing back. So y'all can't say I didn't try for the sake of the den folk, for the sake of bringing that whole thing back. I put my pride to the side for the den folk. It's a once in a lifetime thing. Don't expect it to happen again. So there's that, right? I tried. I don't know how to fucking find no Chicago Mike. If I can find Chicago Mike, I call it nigga every night. So there's that. Yeah. Other than that, I don't know.
You got New Mexico, Mike.
Yeah, but he's not as excited. You know what I mean?
Damn,
like New Mexico, Mike. He'll ruffle a couple of feathers here and there. Chicago, Mike, erupted an entire den.
He did,
and I mean, like, made people who never call in, issue threats, texting in, putting addresses on shit. Like it became a huge thing. Yeah, it was a wild evening, and not just like one call, several calls for hours on end, like of threats of violence and other things. So
you know what you need to do, Honcho?
What's that?
When you find those certain episodes, you need to link them on YouTube. Like, hey, this was the the stream with Chicago Mike's calling and then put the link. Like you could post that shit on YouTube. So when you do find them, it makes it easier for us to find them too, them old motherfuckers. Because it's a lot of goddamn den shows, man. It's a lot.
I try to drop them into whatchamacallit, but I might need to do it as a thread in the Discord to make it easier because they all over the place.
No, motherfucker, you could just do what I just told your ass to do.
It's a playlist on YouTube. I have a playlist of all the ones that have, but I just don't have the individual identification of what took place.
Man, what the fuck did I just tell this nigga to do, man?
I'm not.
You take the individual goddamn video. You said you go back and you listen to them.
I do.
Take the individual video, take the link, put what the fuck was in it, post the shit on YouTube. Hey, this was the show with this shit happening. Here it is. So we can just click on it and listen. I ain't say shit about Instagram. Man, I ain't say shit about nothing else.
I ain't say nothing about no damn Instagram. Fuck all that.
Well, Discord. My bad. Discord.
Now, again,
just so y'all know, these are the conversations me and Trill be having.
Trill's a terrible person, though. That's what it just comes down to. He's a terrible individual. And
no. I would like to take a poll. Take a poll right now, people in the chat. Would y'all prefer to find that shit through the Discord, or would you prefer to do it the way I told Honcho to do it? 1 for Honcho way, 2 for Trill way. Let's have a vote. I can't even see the shit.
That ain't how no.
I can't even see it.
All right, we're gonna say so. 1 for
the Honcho's way.
My way.
The Discord.
I post the links when I come across them in the Discord. 2 is post links on YouTube with identifying with Michelle. You the laziest YouTube watcher I've ever met. So I don't even, your vote don't even count.
Why are you trying to discount the woman, Honcho?
Who, Michelle?
Yes.
I'm just doing like every other black person in the den does and discredit the white vote.
Oh, I guess.
Michelle all right with me sometimes. Well, goddamn, see, look, all the den folks turned on me. Yeah, I know.
It's just simpler, bro. It's a lot simpler.
This is why we ain't using StreamYard no more, goddamn.
I'm sure you know Discord be tripping, man. You know Discord be tripping.
Oh, man. All right. It ain't tripping because they most of them in a playlist anyway, so I can just tag a little shit.
Now, I really want y'all to pay attention to what's going on right now. This is this nigga refusing to help his goddamn self to post his own shit. I'm on his ass about him posting his own shit for his benefit. I'm not benefiting at all. And he giving me this kind of pushback. Why, Honcho? Why? You want to have a conversation? You want to have a conversation about what's wrong with the black folks?
Yes,
it's because of niggas like you. It's niggas like you.
Advice. Look, I refuse as a black man to take a nigga's advice. I'm a black man, and this nigga is yelling if I can't take nigga advice. So it doesn't calibrate. So therefore, I can't accept it. I have to.
M5 say all that yelling. Hey, that's just true. He ain't yelling.
Yeah, that's me. That's me, man.
That's just true.
And I ain't gonna apologize for it either. That's just how I naturally am. If you don't like it, go fuck yourself. That's just it.
Oh boy.
Yeah. It's I guess I got to. I got to. It's like I got a list of shit I gotta do because I've just been taking notes. I'm like, damn, I gotta tweak this, I gotta fix this. Got a bunch of shit missing from the sauce, from old stuff. I gotta like old programs I used to use, they just don't do what they supposed to do no more, or they fucking make it difficult to get them. I'm trying to get another sauce line, but I can't just buy the shit. I gotta fucking talk to a sales agent and see it and get a call. I don't want to do that. Just let me buy it. You got the price right here on the fucking thing. Why can't just click buy and pay the fucking? I got to talk to a sales agent to click the buy button for me. Like, you need this much information about what the fuck I'm just finna talk to people on the internet. Give me a fucking digital virtual phone service and let me use it so I can have a call queue and the ringer don't make no noise. That's really all I want. But you making it this fucking difficult. I got to talk to fucking Samantha in sales because you want to fucking push some other shit on me that I don't fucking need. Like you and your commission, fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Anyway. So But I'm working on it. I really am working on getting a better Denline song. I mean, it's going to be in the same program. It'll just be different numbers. But that way, we can get the call queue going and all that shit. So that way, when you do call in, they ain't got to call 1,000 times. And when I get that together, then I'll start being more firm on the time limits and things like that. That way I can keep track of shit. So if somebody's actually on the line, it makes sense to get off the line. But what else? Yeah, but like I said, I've been working on shit. Working on a bunch of shit is just a lot of shit that has to be done, man. Beautiful voice. I don't know if I would necessarily call it beautiful. It's a voice. You know what I'm saying? It's a voice that exists in existence. But beautiful is not.
I know they're not talking about mine.
No.
It's a
Nah,
voice.
Huncho, your voice is soothing. You got a soothing voice.
No,
You got a radio voice.
They talking about Rashida.
Rashida's voice?
Yeah.
No.
Jared Key said, "Damn, I haven't heard Rashida beautiful voice in a while."
No, her voice is not soothing. Rashida was funny as fuck though.
Yeah, Rashida was funny. She was definitely funny.
Rashida's funny as fuck.
She had her moments where, occasionally could elicit a sniggle or two.
Where Miss Bell at, man? I haven't, where she at?
Miss Bell, see, that's the thing. Y'all know what happens in the den. Y'all notice the fellas get on camera. The fellas will call in, they'll get on the camera. But the ladies never, ever, 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 never, ever, 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 ever get on my level. The ladies never show their face. That's why I wonder if they all like a bunch of cheating wives or something. Like, who y'all hiding from?
What the fuck?
Like, who y'all hiding from? Like, what are y'all afraid
Oh,
of?
where you got that from?
Yeah, like,
First of all, Hot Show,
yeah.
I don't think many of the den women are wise in the first place. You know damn well their husbands don't want them listening to the niggas talk shit that you be talking, bro.
Yeah.
You know better.
Yeah.
You know better. Oh yeah, you probably got it from that dark ass nigga. Yeah. What's his name? Hunchy? Yeah, that nigga.
Hey, shout out to when Wayne showed me some it's a dude, the Panthers YouTube, I think they call him Big Up, which one I'm not sure. But he was talking about the sauce. Like, yeah. Dark skinned nigga with the dreads. That nigga cool as hell. I like this nigga. That shit had me fucking dying laughing. That's some funny ass shit. But what's the weather like? I don't know. It's Houston, so it's all the weather. It's all the weather throughout the day. You just wait a little longer, you'll get the weather you want. You know what I'm saying? Except for cool. Yeah, all the other weather you don't get.
Shouldn't have pulled in here, bro.
So yeah, like
you ain't got no way to get out.
It's all coming. It's gonna all come back to fruition. I gotta tweak the bot. I'm looking at. I might have to change the bot up, just because I've seen some other ones that can do some things. It's gonna take more work to fucking code. You gotta actually do work to the most. They ain't just easy as that.
Honcho, if you don't mind, I need you to settle a small dispute.
Okay, what's up?
I was told that obviously you don't fuck with me as hard as you fuck with the rest of the round. And it was strictly because the strength of the handshake and the quote unquote bell hug that you typically give. Cause I was like, cause everybody talk about Honcho hands big and strong and shit. Yeah. I dapped you up. I didn't notice nothing spectacular. It was just regular to me. And they was like, well, maybe Honcho don't fuck with you as much as he fuck with us. I'm like, oh, really? That's where we going?
No.
So I'm asking the man himself.
No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that at all. I don't.
I gotta ask, where did this come from?
This happened in Discord. Yeah, this happened. This the Sauce Discord, bro. You talking about all kind of shit.
That's a very peculiar conversation, actually.
Yeah.
The premise in itself is very peculiar.
Yeah, because it happened right after I finally pulled up on you that day.
Yeah. But I think you are larger than
a lot larger.
Most of the members of the round table. So that might play a factor into it. That could play a factor too. So, I don't know. That's weird. That's a
I ain't
weird.
met man up yet either.
Yeah,
but that's coming.
Yeah, we gotta get man up down. We gotta get man up down for the game.
Yeah.
Every time he come around, he don't want to hang out.
Nah, I'll be passing through. I hardly ever stop there.
That's when
I hardly ever.
He already
I almost said the name of the city. I'll never stop there. My bad. I almost looked up and said it.
See, that's the funny thing. And I think about that shit often, right? Because how a lot of us met through fucking YouTube. And I never mind thought that YouTube would be a thing like that. That's why you don't make friends with coworkers, make friends on YouTube. Which is that sounds like an even crazier idea than anything. Like, could you imagine, man, you go crazy. You can't even really see motherfuckers on YouTube like that. You be in the comment section looking for friends and shit. This person's kind of funny. Turn out to be a damn bot and shit, but they just copied other people's jokes.
So wait a minute. Do you think that people actually try to go to work looking for friends?
Yeah, I do. When I tell you that most people do not have a fucking personality, right? Most people don't have any fucking substance around them. So they're looking for people to absorb substance and purpose off of. So they go to work looking for somebody's personality to steal or something to emulate or somebody they can be cool with, like to help entertain them in some form or fashion. Like, there are people who, again, like, I believe that there are people, they walk, talk, move like us, but in reality, they are parasites. You can call them emotional parasites. You can call them social parasites, whatever the fuck you want to call them, but they exist just to leech off other people's existence because they have no thought process of their own. They can't exist in their own right. So, yeah.
You know what? I ain't never really think about it that way, but that makes sense.
There's people who are capable of doing things, but they're not smart, they're not intelligent, they have no personality, but they can do things. You can follow instructions at a job. That's not hard to do. You know what I'm saying? You can be trained to do a job, but got no personality. You got no personality, shit.
Okay. All right. So now I understand the point of the whole conversation. Because at first I was like, I don't get the premise. But now I get it. Okay. I just ain't never think about it from that angle. On the other person, because I'm always the person that people emulate. Because like I'll say shit and people will say, similar things. Kind of like we do Wise. Because that shit is just infectious. Like, my goddaughter talk like Wise too. She could do the whole Wise thing, the whole thing.
Be randomly somewhere with somebody who don't know nothing about the sauce, has no idea what the fuck is going on, and just start talking like that.
Yes.
What's wrong with you? It's just if you know. Lady, listen, I'm talking about whenever the cameras have ever come on. There's been a few times then that the cameras have come on, and
Facts.
Invited people to get on camera, and the ladies never get on camera. It's been multiple times that the men have gotten on camera. Dan and got on camera. Man up have been on camera plenty of times. Trill have been on camera. Wink have been on camera. Wise have been on camera. Dakota been on camera. Who else?
Yeah, even in the Discord.
Yeah.
Because we was all chilling on camera when you was sitting in the hammock.
So that was good. Now in the Discord, a couple of ladies got on camera in the Discord. I ain't gonna call out whoever, whatever.
Yeah.
But that was a little bit different. But
one of them on accident.
So, yeah, like this. So I'm talking about when we talk about getting on the channel, we talk about having real discussions and hiding behind the phones. You know what I'm saying? Visual. Men are visual creatures, right? And then which I'll always say. Then I fall asleep on DeMarc, shut your ass up. You talking about old shit. Like, I'm tired of look, I'm a changed man, right? Okay, look. I'm giving myself credit. Look, I'm working on the small things to improve. Like, one of my personal goals has been to make sure that the stream starts at the designated time. Now, I might not be on camera at the designated time. I might be a few minutes off. I'm warming my tea, or I'm giving a few minutes to let people get in. Sometimes I'll just be sitting right here just chilling, like doing something stupid and just waiting a few minutes just wait for people to get in, because I don't want to repeat shit. I know people might want to get their little shout out or whatever, so I want to make sure I get the time. So so I'll be sitting there waiting a couple of minutes. But my goal has been, since I have started back streaming, is to make sure that it starts on the time I designate. Now, I've been successful at that. So I'm proud of myself for that little small accomplishment. Because there used to be times I said, oh, they ain't going to start at 9 o'clock and be started at 10:43. You know what I'm saying? So I'm working on the small things. I'm a changed man. You know what I'm saying? Getting rid of the bad, and you implement more good, and you got to make, install good habits, right? So, I think we're doing better. I think I'm doing better. I think it's working. I'm working on consistency, and I'm gonna turn it up a notch here soon. I'm planning on doing some major work this weekend, so we're gonna get everything back on track. I think the old thing is almost back. It's been a lot of good stuff going on in DNA and in the sauce. It's overall a good time to be in the city.
Hacho, since you recently started to partake, why don't you get the passing background back? What happened to that?
So
Good one.
what I may do is a Kush Den eventually, but
Okay.
because it's not, since it's not a focal point, it's just kind of a accent as I'm talking about. They're like, okay, neat. So it's not about necessarily getting lit. The Kush Den is more purpose. Like, I'm finna get real baked and talk about some stupid shit and try to make it through this stream, right? If I'm lucky enough, I'm gonna fire up a second when I fall asleep. But so my deal is just like right now, it's just not like a major portion, it's just like a thing. But I may do an actual cushion in one day, one weekend or something, maybe probably on a Saturday or something like that. And but I can't find that shit. Like, I'd have to really do I'd have to do some scraping, some shit together to find this. I mean, I don't have that shit. I'll never find that shit again, but because I haven't made that from scratch. But if I do some digging, actually, you know what? I don't know. The thing might have got canceled out. I don't know, but I'm gonna try. But if not, I'll come up with something similar and just bring that shit back. Because I was looking at some old Kush dens, and I'm just like, what the fuck? So I do it. Or the fucking drink dens with the fucking little bar in that bitch. Like, those were terrible streams. Like,
no, they weren't terrible streams. They were hilarious.
I remember that too.
They were hilarious.
It's not terrible.
That shit was funny as fuck, bro. Because it was so random.
Yeah. Like, it was. That's what I'm saying. I'm just looking at something like, what the fuck? Like, and I'm not judging myself. I'm judging y'all. So I'm like, why are y'all watching this? What is wrong with me? What's wrong with y'all? Y'all watching this shit and encouraging this behavior. But I was it was just because it would be one thing and be talking about something and really getting into it, and then one little comment in the fucking chat, and fuck that conversation. We'd go on to this other thing. And eventually we might circle back to that old conversation more often not than we do. But yeah, it'd be a lot of shit going on. Because there was a lot of shit to talk about. There was a lot of shit going on there, right? It was a much different time in the world. Like, now that I'm thinking about it, we've lived through some real life-changing times, right? Like, and I'm pretty sure this happens throughout the generation. We think about our parents, our forefathers, or whoever. And you read about it in the history books, and you're like, man, that must have been a weird thing when this happened, a weird thing when that happened. But I always talk about how you don't realize shit while you're in it. But you think about how much the world changed after 9/11, right? And then think about how much there was change after, the epidemic, pandemic, whatever you want to call it. And just our whole lifestyle or way of living shifted, right? In both of these situations, but you adapt, you move on. And I just find that really interesting, right? But we've lived through historic events, and these are things that in the future, or if the future even exists, they're like, yo, this was a time in history when they were going, I wonder what people are thinking. This was us that they'll be talking about. And they were like, oh, them niggas wasn't thinking about shit. They was on YouTube talking about a bunch of bullshit. Black men and women couldn't even date each other. But yeah, think about weird shit like that. Yeah,
Mm.
that's where my mind goes when I'm influenced.
Well, I mean, I get it. You didn't came a long way from where you first started, but you were easy to identify with. I mean, like take the sauce for instance. You was just a greasy, sweaty nigga in the garage talking shit about the Texans. But I felt exactly how you felt. I was seeing the same shit you were seeing, but nobody else was saying it. That's what makes you. That's what makes you special. It's like you real easy to identify with.
Hmm. That's
It
interesting.
was. It wasn't about the quality of the stream. It was the quality of your words.
Yeah.
That's what did it.
Okay. I fuck with that. I don't think I like that. I think I fuck with that more. Cause that nigga had fucking monitors falling off the desk, fucking lights falling down and shit. Like, yeah, it's good. Like when I think about what was
The
going
leaf
on in
blower.
that, when I just think about that garage, one, that bitch was hot. That bitch was hot than a motherfucker. But like, especially when a nigga would actually park the car in that bitch, it was real hot then. It was hot. Then the lights I was using were not the proper kind of lights. Them bitches was hot. The green screen, I don't even know what to call it, what was going on. That's before all the cameras could do all the background removal shit so easily. Like, yeah. And I was really learning a lot of shit on the fly because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I just started streaming and shit. So yeah, it was a crazy, it's been a crazy ass journey. Think about all the goofy shit that went along the way. But yeah, that bitch was hot. That's all I can say about the garage. It was a fucking hot ass garage. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm just thinking about it's been many different environments in which I have streamed. What's up, Jamal? What's the motherfucking news? The story for late Negroes is basically don't fuck with your don't have sex with your coworkers, don't make friends with your coworkers.
Yeah.
You might get lucky if you vet yourself properly. You could find a wife and a coworker, but you don't bet your horses on it. Yeah, that's been pretty much streaming. I don't think people have good experiences with coworkers. That's pretty much the story tonight, Mr. Jamal.
Except Man Up. Man Up did good.
Yeah, man, I won. See, that's the thing. You got to
But most
strike.
people I know, it ended bad. Some of them is still going bad to this day. Yeah.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like, man, I think it.
Yeah, y'all seen my wife on here before.
But it's a lot of motherfuckers.
Yes.
So what industry would it be an absolutely terrible idea to be
Corn.
Military.
Corn.
Oh wow.
No, military.
Yeah. So the military, say the adult entertainment industry.
Well, ain't that the same thing?
What the military is the adult entertainment?
You know what she doing? You know what she doing, man. No, come on. The same reason.
Only Trill will say that.
All I'm saying is they got a lot of cars and they run on tracks, man. That's all I'm saying. Y'all know what's happening. Wink done told me the stories. Hector done told me about it. Yeah, I done learned. My kinfolk, everybody been in there, man. Hey, man. They serve it a little bit differently on the front lines, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
You know, I almost, what we need to do, because I've been almost thinking about doing themed ends, like a theme a day. But see, you can't do Woman Wednesday because the women don't show up. But it might have to be men's dens.
Yeah.
Because there's some conversations that need to be had. Because now I almost want to go down the rabbit hole, but it ain't time. It's about to be Discord time in a minute. But just a thought. And here's my thought, and maybe y'all in the chat can answer. Since the women are all in the chat, y'all never want to answer stuff. Why is it that when women get liberated, the first thing they want to do is get naked and fuck?
Because it's something they could feel, I would guess.
I wish I had an answer to that question.
Like, everything is oppressing their sexual. They swear everything's oppressing their sexual. We can't do this. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. We just don't want to be judged for it. But
Like,
This is the part I don't get.
Yeah.
This is what I don't get. I don't think a lot of women understand it either. Do you know?
no. Let me stop you. They do.
Oh, go ahead.
They just don't want to.
No, it's not that. I don't think you know where I'm going with this.
Okay.
You women have no idea how much we have to suppress our thoughts, especially on sex. Y'all have no idea how them urges be hitting a nigga, especially when you was a teenager or you in your 20s. But then y'all get mad when y'all get suppressed sexually.
Hmm.
Y'all have no fucking clue what it's like to be a man full of testosterone. Especially before you got you some ass the first time. Bruh. That was rough. That was fucking rough. And then when you finally get it, you just like, yeah, now you want some more. Now you hitting for that second hit. Bro, man, that shit crucial. That shit crucial. Later, all I'm gonna tell you, if you got sons, keep their father in their life so he can have these conversations with them. Cause it's a rough world out here. And it's getting worse. It's getting worse.
Man, oh man. All I'm gonna say is this here. I remember one time me and Hunter was doing a show, and this one guy called in. He was talking about he was a junior in college or something like that. He said,
Dr. Rabbit.
"Okay, you remember?" And he was talking about he never had sex yet, and I kept telling him, "Don't focus on what you're doing, because once you go that route, yeah."
Pandora's box, bro.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pandora's box.
She doesn't go back in, bro. When it comes out
You could
the box.
almost smell it. It's so primal, nigga. You could almost smell it. You be on a hunt like a motherfucker for real.
I will put it like this. Yeah, like Trey said, I'm trying to watch the words here. Yeah, Pandora's
Please
box.
do.
Pandora's box. So, don't do it.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
Yeah,
put it like that.
It'll definitely get you trapped in a situation. Because the thing, like you say, once you get into it, it ain't no coming back from it, man. So it's a very unfortunate deal. I mean, but it's a beautiful thing, right? Don't get me wrong. Don't get me conflicted, right? But it's also a very dangerous thing. So,
super dangerous.
Yeah.
And once you get to the point where you realize it isn't everything, yeah, shit changes. Like your whole perspective starts to change.
Yeah.
It's important, but it ain't everything.
It's a lot of things.
Yes.
It's a lot of things. It impacts a lot of things. But yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like when you get into that, you're talking about something that's going to take over your mentality, especially at a young age, and it's a wrap after that, right? And then you get caught up with dealing with the wrong motherfucker, and it's a real wrap. And
it's so important. And I'm gonna say this, goddamn it. It's so goddamn important. I don't care who he is, what kind of man he is, how much he love you, how much you love him. If you take that shit off the table, the relationship is over.
It's funny that you said that, man. I was having that conversation. I said, if a man ain't providing for his wife, in the relationship. If a woman ain't giving him sex, in the relationship.
Facts.
I don't care how it sounds. It's facts. Can't nobody right now in the den, not one single lady in the den, will sit here and tell me they are willing to be with a man that's not providing.
Mm-hmm.
And not one man can sit here and tell me that he's willing to be with a woman and not be able to get him no loving.
That's torture.
Come on now. I don't care how you think it sounds. It's true.
No. Well, we're trying to tweak this thing out, partner. I'm still trying to figure out the finesse of it. I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna get down. I just ain't never fuck with StreamYard like that, quite like that.
I got 2 more requests, Huncho. But they both for the sauce. Number 1, bring the Crow back.
Yeah, I'm working on
I missed the Crow. That was my nigga. I fuck with the Crow.
it.
And number 2, we need the Elijah Warren Hakeem back, Huncho.
I'm working on
We
that.
need
Because
it.
see, that's the thing. So
Oh,
hear me out.
Well, no, never mind.
Because
Never
the
mind.
Texans took that. That's the Texans touchdown song. That used to be
Man, that was
my
the
stream.
shit.
That used to be my
Facts.
my whatchamacallit sound. Like, so they, I'm gonna let them make it. But they took that from a nigga. The Houston tatted them on. That was Houston Texas home to all that shit. That was the all the little shit. So if somebody joined or if somebody donated on the stream and all that shit. So yeah. Again, shout out to Texas. I ain't mad. We gave y'all the blueprint. Y'all followed the blueprint. Y'all did the things we asked y'all to do, so we can't even complain. So it's just crazy how they followed it to the T, like to the T. Some very specific things the Texans did that were specifically mentioned by only one group of Negroes in this city, but we ain't gonna get into that, man.
I'm just glad they did it, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what I'm at.
I'm glad they embraced the city, man. It feels right.
Yeah, but I got you. So this is what we're gonna do, because it's about that time. We're gonna get ready to wind it down. I'm gonna get in the Discord, but I'm definitely gonna be working. I told myself I want to catch up on some of these these things. Like I said, when I get up for work.
This nigga is lying. This nigga gonna be playing. He gonna be playing solitaire and minesweeper in the background. Don't listen to this nigga, bro. Because how many times Honcho be like, I'ma work on this shit. Then the very next stream, the shit he was supposedly working on ain't even fucking fixed yet.
Yeah, sometimes it's a longer fix than you initially planned.
That's some bullshit.
I'm like a mechanic. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You
no, nigga, you a crackhead mechanic. You gotta stay on your ass to get you to tighten the belt of my alternator, nigga. All it takes is a fucking socket, nigga, and a wrench. Stop playing with me.
I'm gonna fix one problem, but I need a little bit more money, so I'm gonna go ahead and set off another problem on the way, so that way I know you know what I'm saying. You come back. See, and then I give you the discount rate on this job, right? But I done already fucked something else up behind the scenes, so I know you're gonna come back and spend some money with me. So shit, damn, it's I got you. I'm gonna give you a discount rate on that, but I'm still winning on both. You feel me? It ain't nothing. I got you. I'm just fix the problem.
This is what's wrong with our people. You know what? Broderick was right about you, niggas. Shout out to Broderick, goddammit. Man, and that means a lot coming from me.
Man, we do need karaoke night again. But karaoke night, like I say, the karaoke night might be better than the Discord. Just because we can do some things differently in there. But it's a lot of shit we're gonna do again. But all right, what we gonna do? Let's see why we all here, so it don't really matter. But we're gonna get ready to wind it down. But before we do that, Mr. Man Up, anything you'd like to say to the people?
Hey, I appreciate you having me on, Huncho, but I gotta go get me some beer juice.
Mr. Trio.
Beer juice?
Yeah, beer juice.
Beer juice, yeah.
Okay.
You don't know what that is.
I honestly don't know what the fuck. I think I know what you're talking about. I have an idea, but I'm thinking that I don't think he's talking about that because Man Up usually isn't quite that forward. But okay. Okay.
You should know what I'm talking about.
Are you being that forward?
I'm not gonna answer. You should know what I'm talking about.
It's a yes or no question, nigga.
I ain't gonna answer until you tell me if you know what I'm talking about.
I think I know, but I'm not sure.
I think. Do you know?
No, I don't.
Okay, well then I'm not being forward.
What the? I think it was pointless. Anyway, fuck this nigga. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Appreciate y'all rocking with Greasy Ass Honcho for as long as you have. Broderick, Miss Bell, Miss Grace, Michelle, and the niggas. Fuck y'all. Lil Ken. Gay Ken, all them.
Okay. Yeah, y'all know what it is. Let me go ahead and put the link in the thing. 'Cause I think I still got the link. I don't know. I might not. Actually, no, that's the StreamYard link. Let me put the Discord link in there. So if you ain't in the Discord, we're gonna continue to come in. We never continue the same conversation that we have in the stream in the Discord. So, yeah, we're gonna continue, and then depending on who getting there first, a different conversation start. And then it's just the momentum of the conversation in there is just kind of whatever leads the way to the rest of the shit. Aside from that, Lady Licious, you know what? I'm finna ban Lady Licious. She in there talking shit. I'm finna remove all special roles from your Discord privileges. And then
Hey, can I do the outro, Honcho?
Yeah. Let me get this link first real quick.
Yeah.
I'm trying to okay. I see folks taking the meet me there or beat me there, don't meet me there. Okay, I see you. I ain't mad. Let me get this link.
Well, I guess my lightning is pretty shitty, but you ain't got to go home. You got to get the fuck up out the den.
Feel me? And so with that being said, I'm dropping this link in the damn thing, and we hopping up out this thing, man, because people got shit to do. Hit the Discord, you know, bam, lickety blickety.
Hey,
Thank you, Mr. Trill.
Talking shit to me. I mean that right now.
And shout out to Mr. Man. I appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah, I ain't never used this shit.